or 6 years now.
Good.
And that's a lot of bubbles made. That's a lot of objects that you're working towards. And so just like that, you see it expand. But you take a second and you kind of read what the class has done, and then you react to that. Now this is going to be a one-of-a-kind piece, but this is not in like a totally radically different method or form than Sylvia's ever done. You're leaning back on your fundamentals, knowing what to do and when to do it. Like right now, the idea is that this big, thick steel table is used to shape the glass, but it's also cooling on contact.
You know that's hot.
So if you want the glass to be a little thicker in one area, a little thinner in the other, you can roll on that table. Everywhere you touched it, the glass is a little stiffer. And so it's going to resist expanding, and therefore it'll expand everywhere else, which would be towards the middle and top of that bubble. So rolling on that table quickly cools it. Some colors you can actually see it cool on contact, like a black glass, like immediately changes. And then you might even notice it expand a little bit more on towards the top. Now all this work is happening rather quickly. This is something that's going to come with experience. You can make a lot of things, but you watch somebody that's like brand new with this, and they might do all these same steps that Sylvia's doing right now, but it's going to happen slowly. Usually it's about all the brain power you have to just keep things turning symmetrically. This glass is constantly moving, and then not only is it moving, but it's changing how quickly it moves. Where you at? I got you. Second. So I'm going to give you a quick example. I think Sylvia doesn't need my help immediately. So in how it moves and how it changes, I can gather up just a little bit of this glass. So right out of the furnace, it's 2,130 degrees. So I can stop turning. You can see it just pours right off the end. Almost looks like lava or honey. But I give that a second on the table, and now it's cold. I can grab a hold of that, break little bits off. I can then go back to that really thick stuff. I can stretch it off, and then grab it again, and then keep stretching. So the thick glass is going to hold heat. The thin glass cools off immediately, and while this is kind of the more extreme example, no part of it, Sylvia's base is quite as thin as I just stretched that little string. There are different thicknesses, and when you heat it